So I think that's a pretty good legacy to have, where you're training coaches and you're going forward that way. But the rest of it is, I'm the guy that just kind of figured out how to play softball all his life, and so I've been blessed. This is Charlie Dobbins, head softball coach at William Peace University, and I came to Peace College in the fall of 1999, which was a long time ago. Transferred from New England, moved down here in 1994, and I'm obviously involved in softball up there, but started out, I was actually helping coach over at Southeastern High School when they first opened up. I was over there for like a year and a half. Then my daughter was actually, when she enrolled there, I said, okay, time to move on, and I left, and got a phone call one day from a friend of mine named Chuck Justice, and he said, hey, St. David's is looking for a softball coach. Are you interested? And I said, sure, let's go talk to him. And so went over and talked to him, and basically met a guy named Christian Dysert, and I became the softball coach over there, and I was there for 2 years. I got a call after the season, and Christian goes, hey, I've just taken the job as a new athletic director at Peace College, and I need a softball coach. Are you interested in interviewing? And I said, yeah, let's go. And here I am still.
Talk about the process of building the softball field.
Well, Liz Thurston was the dean of students when she's the one that hired me. And she said, yeah, well, we're going to let you play over at one of the city parks. But I knew that where the current field was an old burned out lot. So it was a mess. I said, no, we're going to play here. I said, I got enough people I know in this area, a little sweat equity, and I literally put up the first fence. But we went out and we put it together, and got the dirt on the field, and we drew it up, and yep, that's going to work. And we were very successful, and I think the kids really appreciated it, because this was a chance, obviously staying on campus, the university gets involved, and it became something that just grew and grew every year. And so we've been very, very fortunate in how that's kind of worked. And now we have a really, really nice facility, and everybody in the city knows about it. It's a fun place to go watch a ball game.
Describe the King and his court, when you started, and what it all means to be a part of that.
Well, the King and his court is a piece of Americana. The team was founded in 1946, like most great things in America, in a bar. Okay, but legend has it back, the founder, a guy named Eddie Feiner, had just played. He lived in Walla Walla, Washington, up in the Northwest, and he had just played a team from Oregon, and they had kind of beaten him very badly. The team from Oregon was kind of ragging him, and Eddie said, well, I could beat you with just me and my catcher, except you'd walk us both. And he said, well, then bring your shortstop and your first baseman and let's play. So back in those days, entertainment was going to the ballpark at night. Some cool things about the King and his court. In 2000, Sports Illustrated named us the 8th greatest team of all time. Okay, so pretty cool accolades right there. 65 years, 14,000 plus games, all 50 states and all 10 Canadian provinces we played in, over 100 different countries, plus traveled over 4 million miles over the course of those 65 years. It's very, very similar, if you can just imagine, the Harlem Globetrotters with a softball kind of genre. Okay, that's what we were kind of doing. So it was some amazing world-class pitching, but also some humor thrown in. I miss it every day, but it was a really, really cool experience. Took me around the world 3 times. I mean, I really was very, very blessed.
What do you want your legacy to be?
Honestly, the thing here is you got a chance to come in and build something. So I think that's a pretty good legacy to have, where you're training coaches and you're going forward that way. We've had successful teams. Most importantly, we've had successful students that come through and gone forward. And so that's been, I guess, the biggest part of it right there. And I'm just grateful to have been a part of it. I'm the guy that just kind of figured out how to play softball all his life, and so I've been blessed.